What up, is Marcus Dynasty Fun Dads? Happy late Tuesday, early Wednesday. You'll get this video one of the times here. I actually had to get a new phone, and so that was part of the issue. But anyways, so we're gonna be doing 5 trades here in Dynasty Superflex, tight end premium. This is gonna be, we're gonna do 5 trades. I'm gonna discuss what the process are behind some of these trades. It is very, very important to make sure that you get your trades correct and right, and everybody has a different goal when it comes to different trades. So we'll go through the thought process here. The first one right on the screen here is Deontay Johnson versus Miles Sanders and a 2023 first. Deontay Johnson, his contract is coming to an end in Pittsburgh, so what team will he go to next? Also, very big questions at Pittsburgh for quarterback. Will it be Trubisky? Will it be Kenny Pickett? Will it be a little bit of both? I think this is going to be a struggling year for Pittsburgh's offense. You also have George Pickens and Kelvin Austin III joining that mixture there. I am actually a little bit more down than Deontay than probably the consensus, you could say. I want the 2023 first and Miles Sanders. I think Miles Sanders, worst case scenario with Miles Sanders, I think you can trade him for an adequate wide receiver replacement. You could probably trade Miles Sanders for Darnell Mooney. And Darnell Mooney, I think, yes, is definitely below Deontay Johnson in value, which we're going to talk about Mooney here. I think that you could do that trade, Sanders for Mooney, for a team that really needs a running back, and you still have that 2023 first. So I think this is a win here for Miles Sanders. By the way, this was on Twitter. All these were about 50-50 accepted side A and B. So you guys have an idea that I'm not just choosing trades that are 80-20s. I see these 80-20s and I'm like, guys, there's no even discussing these. These are 50-50 trades according to Twitter. And so the next one is Mark Andrews versus TJ Hawkins in a 2023 first. I get it. TJ Hawkinson's younger. I get it that 2023 class is what we want to get into with Superflex and tight end premium. Mostly Superflex is what we want to get into 2023 first. I am taking Mark Andrews. I am taking the #1 tight end for the next 4 or 5 years. It's going to be him. You're going to see a little bit of Kittle in there. Hawkins and big question marks with Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, DeAndre Swift. There's list goes on and on about players that are going to be coming back healthy and taking a piece of that pie. Hawkinson has not yet. He could be stuck into that tight end 5 to 10 range. If he becomes still that Dallas Goedert type, that plus a 2023 first doesn't get you to Mark Andrews, who's a league-winning type tight end. And so I am taking Mark Andrews over TJ Hawkinson in 2023 first, which would have been a change of last year. If you told me previous to this 2021 season, right, I would have taken the TJ Hawkinson in the first, but things change. TJ Hawkinson's value has really kind of downgraded. It's gone down a little bit here, and Mark Andrews has jumped up. He was going behind behind Kelsey's. I don't know why I say Kittle and Kelsey, and now he's the well, I was gonna say the #1 tight end. we got Kyle Pitts. He's the #2 tight end in tight end startup or dynasty startups. If I can actually talk, this would actually make the video a little bit better. The next trade, we talked about Darnell Mooney, a 2023 first late, which we don't know what that's going to be. I mean, it could. We hope that it's earlier than late. I mean, but it could be late. You can predict all you want. Trade or injuries can happen. A team can really change in 12-month period of time. There's a team, sidebar, and I'm taking Mooney and Shultz over to the 2023 first. But there's a team that had Dalvin Cook, Saquon Barkley, Tyreek Hill, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes. They traded for somebody else, and then they had like some other. And then they had a couple of other really important pieces. And Mike Evans was another one. They had a couple other players that ended up being hurt, but it was like that team ended up not even making the playoffs, and they ended up having the 4th pick. And so you thought they were going to be a late first. I mean, their division sucked too. I was like, man, they're going to just sweep. They're going to easily make the playoffs, and they didn't make the playoffs. So you just never know. So I'm just going to take Mooney and then Shultz. So Shultz is a really good tight end in my opinion. He's into that. He's like lower than TJ Hawkinson, but he will give you the same exact value for a shorter amount of time in my opinion here. And then Darnell Mooney is a stud wide receiver 2 and worst case scenario wide receiver 3. But I mean, he showed that he was a low end wide receiver 2 even last year. So the next is Damien Harris and 108 versus AJ Dillon and a 2023 second. My opinion is that the 2023 second could be the same value as 108. 108 is a very risky spot here in this 2022 class. And the difference between Damien Harris and A.J. Dillon is actually pretty significant in my opinion. It's significant enough that I would want A.J. Dillon. I think A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones are both going to have really, really good years. Top 25 running back years for both of them. I think Damien Harris is actually going to take one of the biggest drops. Like, I think he's going to be not a top 30 running back. Probably, I'm just going to say where RB41 is where he ends up this year. And we're just going to go why. And it's going to be not a lot of touchdowns. You're going to see Ramondre Stevenson. You're going to see 5 other running backs in there that are going to be just frustrating as all get out. You're going to have a couple games where you're going to have Damien Harris love. But I think Damien Harris is going to have a really disappointing year. I also thought that his sophomore year, and he ended up having an okay year. But so Damien Harris, I think, is going to have a disappointing year. The last one I want to talk about is the one that I have seen. This was actually a 65-35, but I'm on the 35% side. We'll see what you guys say. James Conner versus Ezekiel Elliott. This is a slam dunk Zeke in my mind. I understand. You have James Conner. If you took away all backups, who are you taking? Zeke. Who is on the better offense? Zeke. Who is going to have more touchdowns at the end of the year? Well, I mean, James Conner had a crap ton, but my opinion, probably Zeke. Uh-oh. My son is awake. That is the monitor. Here, pause. This is him currently about to stand up. So Zeke over Conner. This, we gotta go. If you're new to the channel, we got DeAndre Swift signed jersey. I'll try to upload this tonight. All right, peace out. Take care. We'll be doing some rookie stuff, and I need some advice on what things that you want to listen to, or recommendations on what you guys want to listen to or have videos of content soon. All right, peace out. Take care.